Hey friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. I'm so happy you're here today. I just want to tell you that it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful March 10th. It is 69 degrees outside. I have the window open. I wore my coat to work this morning. I really didn't need to. It was like almost 50 and it is just amazing. So, I want to tell you, so before you ask for a tutorial for this necklace and these earrings, I didn't do a tutorial for these. I actually did these on the live, Silver Silk Live on the 9th, so yesterday, but I will put that here in the description. So if you want to check it out, and if you haven't seen one of the Silver Silk Sunday Lives, I think you're going to love it because it's kind of one of those really laid back things where you just kind of beat along with us and nobody has any plan to do anything. It's just a hangout and it's fun. So, but enough of that. I got today in the mail Adornable Elements for the Beads of the Month Club, and I'm really excited to show you guys what I got. So let's go ahead to the table. Okay, but first things first. So today is March 10th. New growth happens in directions we never could have imagined, and I'm sure you guys all feel that. You know that, right? So that's a really great thing to read today as we look at something new. So I got my Adornable Elements Beads of the Month Club, and they just send me random ones, you guys, so that way I can show you different options. And I got the double gemstone Beads of the Month Club for March, and it is Ocean Jasper, and I'm really excited about this. I think you guys will be too, because Ocean Jasper is absolutely beautiful. So my double gemstone of the month club would have been $59, but with my subscription, I would save $9.05. So Adornable Elements has so many different Beads of the Month Club. I think you've seen me do the fire polished one, the hot and trendy. They have a seed bead one. They have a 2-hole one. They have where you can get a random one every month, and they just have a bunch. So if you use the promo code that I have in my description, you can save 10% off the first month of any or all of the boxes that you get. So if you want to get 5, then you'll save 10% off of each one. If you want to get 1, you'll save 10% off that one for the first month. So it's pretty nice. All right, so all the colors look very similar, right? But there's really different shapes. So we're going to look at each one. So we have the first one is a 4x6 rondelle, and I get 60 pieces in here. If you were to just do the single one, you would get 30, so you get half of what I have, which 30 is still a lot. But look at all these beautiful colors. There's some gorgeous colors in there. And while it feels kind of fallish to me, there's so many different ways we can spring this up, right? So there are the rondelles, the 4x6 rondelles. Come on. All right, but those little ones are stuck, so they're going to be stuck for a few. All right, then we have the large hole rondelle. So we got some large hole beads, which is fantastic. So any of you who like to do stuff with other cords and leather, these are great for that. Ooh, check this one out, you guys. I don't know if you can see it really well, but it's got like little speckles on the side, really super pretty. So we got the large hole rondelles, and these are 5x8 millimeter, so they're definitely a good size. We got 8 millimeter cushions. And this one we're gonna pop the top off. Ooh, I like these. So these are, they call them cushion beads. Let me grab a head pin or an eye pin real quick here, and I will show you. So they're strung like this. These are pretty cool. These are really, really cool. So I like those. Those are really, really pretty awesome. Lots of Ocean Jasper. And then next we have double point pendant, 8 by 40 millimeter. So I have 2 instead of 1. Let me pull the top off this one. Those tops can be kind of challenging. I love these. These are so fun. Look at how nice and like perfect this is. This is like, these are perfect. And these match. Like I could do earrings. Those are really cool. I love those. All right, so then next we have faceted round teardrops, and these are 8 by 12. Ooh, these are pretty. Oh, look, you get some of the purple in this one and in this one. Oh, I like that. Nice facets too. Really nice facets. And then the last one are 4 by 8 Heishi beads, and these have a large hole as well. So you have a couple large hole opportunities, and they look like they'd fit about a 1 to 1.5 millimeter cording. So if you have 1 to 1.5 millimeter leather cord, it hopefully should fit on that. Come on. There we go. Okay, and then this one you're picking up some of the blues. So you got a couple of the blue ones in here. These are gorgeous. These are truly, truly gorgeous. Wow. So I talked about picking up like different colors and making it more spring-like. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some colors that I think would look great with it in like check glass beads or whatever. And we're going to look at that stuff together and decide what we want to do. So I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, let's see what I got here. And I think I decided I would like to do, I've done like the bracelet 3 ways before, and I think I would like to do something like that again. So I have these like crackle matte beads. Thought these were really cool, very beachy. So we'll have one that's going to be kind of beachy themed. All right. We'll have one with like some golds and yellows. Very light yellow. This is almost like a champagne. Okay, so let's call it champagne and gold. We have some fire polish, kind of purpley, kind of pinkish colors. I got 2 different, like these were my only 2 rondelles, and then I have a bunch of other little ones here. We have a couple pearls in that coppery color. I brought over some check glass pink silk, table cut. And I have these little check glass fire polish rondelles. I thought these would look good scattered in any one of these. I thought especially with these blue, because it picks up some of that blue. All right, so let's take a peek here. So we're going to style this beautiful Ocean Jasper 3 different ways. I'm going to grab my little things, my little thingy-doos for the items that I don't need. So like the double point pendants, we're not going to do anything with those today, but I think these will be some really cool earrings down the road. So we're just going to pack those guys back up because we're not doing anything with those today. We're going to make 3 bracelets. And we're going to make the 3 bracelets. It's going to look totally different. Each one's going to look totally different from each other. I think with the big hole beads, we're going to pass on those for right now because we will do some stuff with leather later. But none of my other beads have large holes, so we're not really going to do that. So let's put those away. And I like that these come in these little Tic Tac boxes. They're so cool. And when you're done with them, you can just peel that little sticker off and use them for like your seed beads or findings or whatever. So they're really nice. They come in these instead of like little baggies. All right, so we got all the large hole ones in there. Pop those in there. Let's get rid of the large hole Heishi beads. So that one was this one. My goodness. Try to get that lid off there. All right, so we're gonna get rid of these because we'll do some stuff with leather later or another cording material. But for now, we're gonna just concentrate on the 3 bracelets we want to make. So having all these other items out here are going to distract us big time. All right, so get them in there good. And this one here. All right, so I think we are ready to kind of rock and roll. So why don't we do this? I'm gonna just kind of push these all up here. I'm gonna back you guys out just a tiny little bit, just so we can kind of get a full view of what we have going on. We have a ton of these little rondelles. I love these little rondelles. These are fantastic. And then of course we have the things I want to put with them. So I have this blue, I have these champagne. This could go in either or. So there we go. And we are gonna make 3 fantastic bracelets. I'm gonna grab some bead stringing wire, I'm gonna grab some crimps and some clasps, and we'll do a few different styles. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I got my wire and everything else. So I figured we could do antique bronze over here with the purpley pinkish colors. And we can do, with the champagnes, we can do antique gold. And then with the blues, we'll do these silver ones. And so I have all the stuff I need for that. Why don't we start with the blues? Because that one looks to be more challenging, right? So let's grab those. And I'm just going to pull those towards me. And, you know, because there is like all this going on with these, I kind of feel like I want some of these cushion beads. So let's just grab some and pick out the ones that we really, really want. So here's a couple like blue-green. See, here's a couple that are more like a little bit on the golden side. So let's go with these. And then we have, here's a couple more that are just like nice and like a nice brown color. So I think these would look really nice with this. So let's do that. All right, very pretty. Very, very pretty. All right, so for this one, we are using Beaded 7-strand wire, and it's 0.46 millimeter. And I'm just going to use my wrist to measure, and then I will give you guys the measurement that I did. Let me find my cutters here. My desk is still kind of a mess after yesterday's live. I cleaned up a little bit, but not nearly enough, I'm sure. Especially when I'm deciding to do 3 bracelets. And don't get me wrong, it's not gonna be bad. It's gonna be really easy. We're doing some simple stringing, so I think it'll be something that we really enjoy, just something kind of relaxing. But this one's really kind of about like color, like you know how you look at Ocean Jasper and the different colors that are in it. There's so many possibilities and opportunities for just making really, really pretty jewelry. So I think what we want to do is we kind of want to showcase this Ocean Jasper, right? So let's get that strung on here. Oh, I said I would measure this for you. Hold on, let me get that tape measure because I know she's around here somewhere. And I found her. All right, so for my 6.5-inch wrist, I'm cutting 10 inches, and that will be enough to crimp and feed wire back into a bead and such. I think my light bulb in my ceiling is acting funny. So if you guys see lighting going in and out, it's my light bulb, and I apologize for that. All right, so let's feed out a couple of these Ocean Jasper. Put those over there. And I kind of feel like what we want to do is maybe do like an alternating thing. So let's put on a little spacer on each side of these. And I want this crackle stuff to be like right up close to it, but I want to get the ones that are a little more muted. So let's grab this one. Oh, that looks really pretty with this. Let's grab this one. That looks nice. That looks really nice. And we, you know, we're not trying to make it like all about all the blue, right? But what I'm trying to do is like pull out some of the other tones in the Ocean Jasper that it naturally has. So then let's do 2 of these here. And then 2 on this side. That looks pretty already. And then let's grab a couple more spacers, another spacer here. And again, we're shooting for the ones that are a little more muted. We want them just to look kind of faded, kind of washed up on shore kind of thing. And then this one. Okay, see, I think that looks really nice together. All right, let's get a measurement on that and see what we have going on. So we're at 4.5 inches, so we definitely can bead more. Maybe we'll double up on, you know what, maybe we'll pull in some of these little rondelles because we need to kind of go down anyway. So why don't we grab a couple of these? And maybe what we can do is grab some of the ones that have a little more peachy tone to it, just to add another color to it. There we go. So let's put on, oops, first I want to do my little spacer. And then let's put on one of those and another spacer. Let's do the same thing over here. Let's put on our spacer. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I hope your Monday is going pretty well. If it isn't, I'm sending you prayers and my hugs and in hopes that it gets better for you. So I hope you're having a good week. All right. So let's get a good measurement on this. We want this to be at least probably 6.5 inches worth of beads, or no, 6 inches worth of beads, because then we have our crimping and everything else. So we're at about 5.25 right now. So we know we can still add more. So let's add another one of these little rondelles. And our little spacer. And let's just test it on my wrist. Let's see what we have. Yep, looks like we could do more of those little spacers to kind of finish off the ends. Lucy is in her glory with that window open, and I hear Cheeto at the door, so I think he's gonna wanna go in. He's gonna wanna come in too. Let's add 2 more. And so that gives us 3 on each end. Let's see where we're at. So that put us at almost 6.5. So that should be good. I think that might be, is that gonna be too much for me? They are larger beads, so they take up more room. I kind of feel like we could add 1 more. If it's a little loose, I don't mind. I don't want it to be super duper tight anyway. But you know what, this is kind of a big, you know what, that's a big clasp. We're not gonna do that. It's not a tiny little clasp. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of these little blue ones because we're done using those. And I'm trying to clean up as I go, you guys. I'm trying really hard. All right, so those blue ones are gone. They are out of here. Okay. All right, so we're going to crimp one side of this and we're gonna put it directly on our clasp, okay? So just put it right on there. Let's fold over that wire and feed it through our crimp. And we're going to use our crimping pliers And we're going to crimp that down, just like so. And let's see if that'll fit through all those. And it does, so good deal. So we can hide our wire. And now we're going to do the other side. So we'll grab our little silver crimp, drop that down, grab our other end of our clasp. I don't even know if this is the right toggle bar for that, but it fits. So we're going with it, you guys. We're just going with it. And I'm going to put my tail through a few of these beads. There it goes. Pop through that one there. And then we're just going to pull that straight down. We're going to try really hard not to cross our wires. We don't want them crossed. Oops, I think I pulled that down a little hard there. There we go. So just that. There. So now they're not crossed. And we're leaving a little bit of a space because some of these beads are larger and we want them to form onto my wrist properly. So let's go ahead and trim that off. And I'll try them all on at the end of the video so you can see them. But here's our first one. So we did the Ocean Jasper with this beautiful blue. There's our first one. Isn't that pretty? It looks so good with blue. I love that. All right, so we're gonna put him aside and we're done using our silver wire. So I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna grab out a couple of gold crimps. I just got gold crimps. What did I do with them? Did I put them in here? Are they right here? Aha, found them. Okay. Open a fresh pack of gold crimps. I ordered these just out of habit and I forgot. I'm like, oh man, I was gonna order the soft flex ones. So I still need to order soft flex crimps, you guys. I don't think my my magic looper works very well on these. I think they're really meant for the soft flex ones. I had a crimp fail, and it was the one that I used the other crimper on. So I just kind of have a feeling that maybe it's that way. I don't know. You know, I meant to ask Becky because she knows. She's all knowing when it comes to her crimps for sure. So let's just grab a couple of these, and I'm going to set this aside because I'm going to put it in my container. And here I have Beaded 19 strand beading wire. And this fits number 1 crimp beads, number 2 crimp tubes. It is 0.38 millimeters in diameter. So let's open that up. So a lot of people wonder like the difference in the strands. So when you go up in number, so 7 strand and then 19 strand, 49 strand, you get better flexibility. And a lot of times like the 19 strand or the 49 strand is better for a necklace, depending on your beads, for drapeability, depending on how you want it to look. So it really just depends. So this should be approximately 10 inches. So I hope that helps a little bit. All right, so now we have all this beautiful like champagne gold with just a little hint of pink. I would like to see with this, not sure if we'll use these, we might not use those, so I'm just gonna put those up here. I would like to see with this purple. So we are going to grab, I'm gonna grab these. Okay, we got a couple of these in that purple color. And then we are also going to grab the purple in this. the purple or the reddish tone. So we have 5 there. Let's take this one, 6. It's a little misshapen, but that's okay. It's a gemstone. It's beautiful. She's beautiful just the way she is. All right, so this is what we have. And we are going to go ahead and start. And I do want to use a couple of these with this, or at least one. These are so cool, and they have so much texture. All right, so this one, I think we'll make this one, I want this to be our middle. So let's put those on, but in between, I'm wondering, is this too big to go in between? No, that kind of looks like a flower in a way. So let's put this in the middle. It's just like a pumpkin, a fluted pumpkin check glass bead in that champagne-y color. Let's put this on. And then let's put this one on. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna look cute. And then I feel like we could do these table cut. Let's see how that looks next to it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. To be honest, I'm just not a fan of that. All right, so no big deal. So maybe we won't put these with that. I don't know yet. We'll see. But what we do have is we have these other really beautiful fire polished beads. We still have more of these pumpkins. I'm trying to think if what I would like to do is maybe put on like a few of these pumpkins. We might use some of these spacers. So bringing in more of this like champagne color to the center as like a focal. Like we don't need to make the Jasper as a focal. It's beautiful. She's beautiful enough. She doesn't mind standing in the background and letting somebody else shine, right? So let's bring that up here. Plus, this is going to be the star of the show no matter where she is. And let's do this. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so we're not going to need those other two, so I'm just going to set those aside. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. Let's do one of these little spacers at the end of our little Jasper drops. And one on this end. Let's do some more Jasper. So I actually would like to do all 3 of these. So we're just going to go boom, boom, and boom. And then we're going to use one of these little spacers. Just like so. Oh yeah, I like the way this is turning out. This is looking really cute. So we have purple and yellow for this one. Okay, that looks really pretty. And then we have some really beautiful fire polished beads that we're gonna sling on here. And we're just going to kind of fill that up with some fire polish. Just make it really sparkly and shiny. And I think we could go a little bit more. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so we are at just over 5. So we probably want to add a little bit more. You know what, maybe we'll bring in another Ocean Jasper down here. So let's maybe bring in like some that are a little more tan down here at the end. Followed up with another fire polish. And let's do the same thing over here. It's a nice beige color. And another fire polish. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, we could do one more fire polish on each. We have our large lobster clasp and our jump ring. So let's do that, and then we'll test it out one more time because maybe maybe we'll want to switch out the fire polish for like another Jasper or something like that. So let's see. Okay, yeah, that's too close together. So the fire polish is just a little bit too big. So let's take that off and let's put them over here. And why don't we just grab another of the Ocean Jasper. We'll do another little, try to get some little beigey colors down here at the end. Some real neutrals. Let's test it out one more time. Come on. Okay, that's much better, but it's still, no, I think that's gonna be good. No, this is big. Okay, we're gonna take those off. We'll get there, you guys. I'll get there. And we're just gonna do the little spacer at the end. And then that should be good. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our crimp. Let's put our lobster clasp on. Slide that crimp up there. And we'll give it a nice little crimp. There we go. Let's take this and just push this through some of these beads. Just like that. And then pull this up. I'm going to cut off this little jaggedy piece here because it'll be hard to feed through other beads like that. All right, and then we'll put on our crimp. And we have our jump ring. Jump ring actually looks really nicely closed. And then let's feed this through a few beads. Like right there, right through that fire polish one will be good. And let's pull this straight down. Try to make sure our wires are not crossed because that will make crimps not hold too. All right. Okay, so our wires are not crossed. See if I can sneak in there real quick while I have this like steadied. I'll get it eventually here, guys. There we go. Now we got a nice little crimp. Okay, and then we can use our clasp. And here is our yellow and purple. Very pretty. Love that. Put him right with our other one. And now we have our last one. And our last one, we're doing the antique bronze. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab a couple of our crimps. There we go. And let's pull some of this off. And again, this is 19 strand, just like the gold, and so it's 0.46 millimeters. I'm gonna pull off approximately 10 inches. Let's cut that right there. All right, so we have that. Now, the items that we have for this, we have some really beautiful pearls. And these are dyed like a coppery color. So we have that. Those are really, really pretty. We have some fire polish here. We're not going to use the gold fire polish. And we have, I kind of feel like it needs to be with this green. Since we used some purple in here, I kind of want to pull in this green. And it's kind of like an olive green, so it's not like super dark. But I also feel like I want to use this guy somewhere. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to do something kind of asymmetrical. So we have our pearls. We probably won't use all of them. I do want to use these two cushion ones. Let's pull in some of the green rondelles here. Got a deeper green. This one, oh, this one's a little on the greenish side. Where'd it go? It was on the one side anyway. It's okay, we'll pull in one this, like a little grayer color. And then I think I also would like to see maybe one of these colors in here. And maybe we'll do some fire polish. But then this isn't gonna really be asymmetrical. So, which it doesn't have to be, right? It doesn't have to be asymmetrical. So we could do easily like this little guy like this. Pull in some of these little fire polish beads. A few of these little pearls. May or may not be able to use these. I don't know. I like them and I think they're really pretty, but we may or may not use them. All right, so let's figure this out. So I would like to see these be our focal for the center. So let's do our green, our purple one, and our green one. Little cushion beads. All right, those are really cute. Those are really, really cute. And then let's do maybe one of these fire polish. And then let's do one of these little rondelles. Oh, yep, Cheeto wants in. Hold on one second, guys. All right, so let's put on one of these pearls. And let's do another one of these little Ocean Jasper rondelles right next to it, followed up with a purple fire polish. And let's do the same thing on this side. Oh yeah, I like the way that looks. That looks fantastic. What do you guys think? Wish you could tell me. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and do another one of our pearls, but I think maybe, yeah, we'll put our pearl on. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Let's see how long we have. Let's see. Okay, so we're at 4.5 inches. And I don't want to, I guess we're not going to use these. I pulled them out. I thought we were going to use them, but we're not. And it's okay. That's really okay. And then after the pearl, I want to use one of these little spacers because they go well with every single one of these colors. Just like that. And then let's do maybe another fire polish. Maybe we should do these. I have 2 rondelles. Let's do these 2 rondelles because I can get rid of them then. Been hanging on to them. All right. And we still have some room, but I'm thinking maybe we'll bring these two into the end so the end kind of tapers. Either that or, ooh, this one and this one. Let's do that. So let's just butt this right up against that fire polish rondelle and this one too. And now let's see where we are. We might have to take off our fire polish rondelles. I'm not really sure. No, I think we're going to be okay because this is, again, larger beads take up more room on your wrist, right? And we still have to do our clasp, so this is going to actually be perfect, I think. So let's do it this way. Here's our clasp. Something with a really pretty little rose on it. And then let's put on our crimp. What did I pull off? Hold on. Those are stainless steel. What am I doing? Hold on, guys. I'm kind of colorblind here. I don't know why I pulled those out when I have we're using the copper ones. Sorry. Guys, I don't know what I was thinking. It's been one of those days. So we just need those. Oh, goodness. Yeah. And it took me a second too. I got it on there and I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right. Something is not right in bead land. All right, so let's put this little guy on. And we're going to put our tail through our crimp. And then let's move our crimp up towards our clasp. All right, and now that we have it up towards our clasp, we have a little bit of breathing room for our clasp, but we're gonna go ahead and crimp this down. My wires are not crossed. There we go. And that fits right through those beads. So then we're gonna pick up the rest of this bracelet and do one of these numbers. Let's put this crimp on, drop it down. Cheeto, no, buddy. Why are you doing this to me, dude? Cheeto. Cheeto. It's been like every day, dude. What are you doing? Can we finish it with him right here? All right, so I'm gonna hold on a second, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. All right, so he's like pulling him off. He's so heavy. Like trying to pull him off my mat is like, without destroying everything, is almost impossible. All right, so we got our other side on. And he just wants to lay on my mat. He likes to lay on the bead mat. I don't know why. Probably because it's soft. All right, so we're putting that through our crimp and through a bead. But remember, leave yourself a little bit of wiggle room. Making sure our wires are not crossed there. And there we go. It looks good. And here is our last one, which I think turned out really, really pretty. Let me do it up real quick. I don't know if I really have a favorite. I like them all. I really like them all. So I'm gonna put each one on my wrist. Cheeto? No! Cheeto! Oh my gosh, you guys, hold on. Have mercy on me. Okay. That cat, he is such a stinker, you guys. Oh my gosh. He jumped up on my one thing that I put my displays on, and he knocked off like 2 of my displays. Little turd. You guys, there's always something going on in this household with the cats. I'm telling you. Always, always, always. All right, so here's one, if I can get it. There we go. I think that turned out really, really pretty. Absolutely love that color combination. Purple and green. And then let's put on our next one. So we have purple and gold and some red in there. Okay, here's this one. I think this one turned out really, really pretty too. I'm really excited. All these turned out so nice, you guys. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. I like them all so much. They're all different. They're all unique and different. All right, and now let's do this one. And I teamed them all up with a different metal. So that way we could see how the different metals work with the different colors. And this one is with the silver. Get in there. And there we go. Very pretty. All right, guys, I hope you liked this one. This one was a little bit different, so we got to play with some color, and we realized that maybe Ocean Jasper is one of the most versatile gemstones out there, because you can do anything with it, and it looks amazing no matter what you do. All right, guys, let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite. Do you like the silver, the gold, or the antique copper? Let me know which one you love. All right, I'll talk to you all soon, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye, everyone.